Right, so let's hook a battery up to this thing so we can actually pull it out this time instead of pushing it, and you'll be able to see the absolute state it's in. Right, so let's get this battery on here, hook up a battery quickly so we can get around here, because at the minute I can't even get to it. See the usual surface rust on the battery tray. The actual battery tray is quite good actually, which I'm surprised with. So this is going to be the first time I've pulled this car out. God, I don't know how many years it's been since this has been out. So I've got the battery in there. I've just rigged up a terminal quickly, you know. I'm just going to bolt these ones on. I've rigged all the earths up into one temporarily. Right, so I've just pulled the bumpers off the top of the roof. I've pushed the car out a little bit as well so we can get round the side and get into the driver's seat. Put the battery on. So I'm going to give you a quick start up. You can see this was the bumper rack that was on the top at the minute. Got nowhere else to store it, running out of storage space. Well, so it's actually outside, so it's a really weird feeling to see this car out in the daylight. Haven't seen it outside for a long time, where it's been stuck in there. Obviously GSI has been in the way for a long time, you know how long that's been going, and this has been stuck in the garage. So I could tell why I couldn't get it out yesterday. Tyres are flat, that's how long it's been there. This engine bay is an absolute state, but you know me and you know that this whole lot is going to be pulled out of here. Every single thing is coming out of this engine bay, and then it's going to be spotless in here. So it looked like an absolute mess at the minute, but you know, absolutely no problem to sort this out mechanically. That front mount, that pace one, that's going to go. Got a Series 2 rad in there, that's going to stay, but that'll be mounted differently. This car has had no touches by me for a long time. So the paintwork will actually buff up quite nice. I know it looks pink and faded and a proper barn find. The interior, you can see how nice it is in here, you know, no wear on the bolsters or anything. I remember that I put a brand new steering wheel on it before it went in here. As I said to you, the oil in this thing, see if dipstick obviously down the back on these, is crystal clear. I just want to show you. I haven't pulled it out, but you can see that's done no miles. Now I haven't done an oil change in that in probably about 6 or 7 years, and look how clean it is. So you can tell how clean that engine is. Starts on a button absolutely perfectly. Just topped it up with water. This car is quite a high spec as well for what it is. You know, it's running beige injectors. You can see down there you've got beige injectors. It's running the MSD super chipped ECU, which is obviously down here. You'll see that when I pull it all out. You know, we've got a T3 turbo for Cosworth. We've got a Piper T2 brand new cam, ported head, big valve head. You know, we've got forged pistons, the whole lot. So this car was running over 200 horsepower before it went in here. You know, with the front mount and all that. It's got a full mongoose exhaust system, like obviously we do on all the cars, and that's why it sounds so nice with the 3.5 inch tailpipe. Absolutely perfect for that cutout in that bumper. So I think I might give it a quick clean up while it's out here. You can see it's got all like spider poo all over it. So give it a quick wash, and I want to see if a section buffs up nicely, which I think it will, because this paint don't look that bad at all. Obviously all pink, all red paint goes pink. You see the roof. But yeah, we've got some bubbling around the arches there, so just about see it. So obviously I'll pull that off and we'll put a new arch and everything on that. So bodywork's going to be pretty much the main thing. Mechanically, this thing is sand. So I'm going to get to pumping up these tyres. These are RS 2000 wheels on this that have been painted. Quickly pump up these tyres so it actually gets rolling nicely again. I'm just going to go over this now with an airline and blast all this crap off it. So you've got all this crap everywhere before I wash it down and wash it. I don't know what this is. It's like nasty stuff off the roof and whatever. So yeah, I want to see if this buffs up. So I think I'll get the machine polisher on a little section of it just to see how this paintwork comes up, and I bet you it comes up really, really nice. Right, let's get to getting this thing a bloody good clean. It won't take much to give it a clean up. Mostly just dust and grime. It's just been sitting in the garage. Lucky the sun hasn't been able to fade it really bad into like a pink mess that they normally fade them into. So when the bonnet's shut, you don't even see the horrors that are underneath the bonnet, but still looks good from the outside. I'm not going mad on it, just a bit of a hose and a sponge down, bit of fairy liquid and some water, get rid of all the grime off it. But you can normally tell how bad paint is. When you put water over the top of it or wipe it down, that's kind of how it's going to come up when it's polished. That's like the raw thumb. And obviously this ain't even been cut yet. So you can see it is still pretty red. It ain't had the chance to fade in the sun because it's been in the garage. So a bit of soapy water and a microfiber and the Unknown Performance shirt, can't beat it. So I've just went over it with a bucket and a sponge, washed it off, and now I've just rinsed it down. So what I'm going to do now, dry it off and see how we can get this paint coming up. So you can see the it's a little bit faded. You can see underneath the water. So the section where the water is, that's normally like how it will come up, but that's without even cutting it. So I'm going to do a section, put a bit of tape down the middle, and I'll show you how I can get it up. With a bit of cutting paste, I think that's going to come up nice and red. So we've got some Ford racing stripes going on at the minute, but no, I'm going to just stick some tape down the middle. You're about to see a clearer line. I see all the detailers do it, so it must be the cool thing to do. So I'm going to get the compound out, get the buffer out, and I don't know if I might go over this quickly with some like 5000 grit because it's a little bit oxidized, but I'll quickly go over it with a buffer, see how it comes out. If I don't like it, I'll quickly go over it with some wet and dry. So check that out for a difference. That's just compounded on the right side. You can see I don't even need to put the tape in between. You can see the clear difference now. So look at that. So you've got that deep red now versus that pink on the left. Going to get a bit of polish on there as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I know the paint's going to come up brilliantly. So you see it's going to come up lovely and red. The badge popped off. The old badge sticky residue come off, so I just pulled it off. Look at that. So yeah, let's get a bit of polish on that, see how it comes out. So that's now got a coat of polish on it, and I don't even need to tear this tape off, but I will, just to show you the difference. So this is with minimal effort as well. Let's just clean that up between there. So look at that. So I know you can hear it, and then so yeah, I told you the paint would come up nice on this. You can clearly see that's a good representation right there. So I know it looked terrible when it comes out the garage because it's been neglected, the paint's been neglected, but when the whole car looks like that again, it will look $1 million again. But I don't know if I'm going to put a whole quarter on this side or if I'm going to just put a petrol cap and an arch. So I'll check that. I'll have a look to see what parts we can get. They always go around these caps. That's been filled in the past and it started to crack. You can see along here there's some bubbling and some cracking, so that's going to need doing. So you'll probably be able to hear the difference in the noise. So you can hear there where it's got filler in it. It's been filled in the past and not done properly, but you know me, I have to do a proper job. So I think the cat approves as well. You can see the difference. But when you look at it in person, oh there you go, that's a good view. So you can see there how bad it is paint and how easy it is to get it to be a great shine again. So I was going to go over the whole car. You can see I've done the bonnet and the wing nice and shiny now, but it started raining, so what I'm going to do is going to let it warm up for a bit, just check there's no water leaks, oil leaks or anything. In the next video what we're going to do is going to get it up in the air, have a look underneath it, see mechanically, body wise, what needs doing. You can see that the paint's going to come up nice, so I'm not too worried about that. We've got a little bit of rust to sort out on the outside of the body, but other than that it's cosmetically okay. But it's underneath that it's going to be rotten. The chassis legs, the floor pans, the same as the Escort RS Turbo. So we're going to round off this video. What I'm going to do now is give you a couple of revs, see if we can get the thing to chatter. So check that out, we've got a bit of beading going on at the minute. With a bit of rain come down, I ain't even put no wax on it yet. That's literally just compound and a little bit of polish. I wanted to show you a quick update. We've got the first batch of hoodies in at the minute, so I'm going to test these out. I've already worn them for a few days and they're seriously warm. Obviously winter's coming up, but these ones are all fleece lined inside and everything. Obviously you can see the quality of them, very nice quality, not going to bubble or anything like that. I've washed one already, absolutely perfect still. So I don't know about you, but I like to wear hoodies, especially when I'm working outdoors. You know, you can do up the hoodies around your head, don't get none of that wind around your neck. And I know you guys have been asking for stickers and air fresheners and all sorts of stuff, so I really appreciate it, and it's going to support the channel. And when they're available, I'll let you all know. And while we're here on this subject, I just want to let you know, all the subscribers, I've seen you all throughout the time that I've been building up the channel, and I know which ones have been around for the longest, and I really appreciate the new subscribers, so thank you. We're nearly coming up to 10,000 subscribers now, which is a great milestone, especially in a year.